Hello and welcome to the spooky stream today. I just saw in the chat that 2 people had bourbon tea today, which is very exciting. Happy Halloween, folks. This is my favorite and maybe the only holiday I really care about, so I am excited to be here. The Miss Chief Box Inspector, Dora, has been converted into a bat, but she is finding it very challenging. So if you hear rustling in the corner, it is because, you know, obviously wearing wings is the largest form of oppression, and we are terrible people for making her do it. So how is everybody doing today? My hair looks so fancy. Yes, thank you very much. I am very bad at doing hair, and I watched 3 different tutorials on 80s hair, and the answer was that I'm just not very good at it. But this is a hairpiece, so the hairpiece helps a lot. There is some pink that is escaping, I think, if you go with the right angle, but it's mostly hidden in. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to shower all of the hairspray out in order to sleep, because it's a very large pile of hairspray. Dora is like all of us, just trying her best. Yes, she had to go to the vet today, so she went to the vet today dressed as a bat, and she's very popular because she's the cutest, and she's extra cute when she's a bat. Emily made some apple cheddar scones. Ooh, very fancy. Yes, the donut for today has already been done this month, but it is my favorite donut, and it is the last day to get it, and it felt the most thematic. So it is the pumpkin pie donut. I'm supposed to put it under this light. We have a donut light now. This is the pumpkin pie donut, and I actually, heated it up a little bit right before this, so it's warm. Very exciting. Yes, we have a donut light now. We're that extra. Latitude is running a virtual Halloween party, and it has been exhausting. Somehow even more tiring than in the before times. Yeah, I think what's harder about Zoom socialization, the nice part is you can kind of decide to be done, but if you're the host of a Zoom party, you feel way more pressure to make sure there's always something happening. As speaking as someone who does a live stream every week, there's such challenge to fill the air in a way where that maybe there would be some normal pauses in conversation or whatever. Rihanna is having a party with myself in my Animal Crossing village. Oh, that's awesome. Is it one of the holidays? Is it one of the holidays in that? There are ghosts in the chat overlay. What do they call it? Do they call it Halloween, or I'm sure they call it something special or whatever. Did you get anything exciting in your Animal Crossing island? I have not looked at Animal Crossing since I did a live stream explaining the economics of Animal Crossing. But I'm assuming all of your villagers have costumes or something like that. The villagers run up to you and ask for candy, and if you don't give it to them, they play tricks on you, like changing your face makeup to be spooky. Weird. But I'm glad there's costumes. I have a sad ghost here. This is our sad ghost who looks like he could kind of fit in Animal Crossing. He is a plushie from someone I follow on YouTube, Kick the PJ, did a animated short about this sad ghost. But what was most impressive was that he actually built a claw machine himself filled with these sad ghosts. So as someone who isn't normally someone to buy merch, I was at a YouTube convention, and he did a whole video about how he'd built this claw machine. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get your merch with the claw machine. Yeah, I know. It's very good. You should watch the Sad Ghost. It's very like Japanese inspired. It's a very it feels like a Kurosaki film, I guess. It's very, yes. It's got that kind of vibes to it. Yes. Oh, I should explain what my costume is. Instead of just, I have very fancy hair. So I am dressed as Catherine the Great, which is mildly influenced by the fact that I am a fan of The Great on Hulu. However, I thought she was a very appropriate person to be dressed as for this year because she brought smallpox inoculations to the masses in Russia. She got like 2 million people inoculated for smallpox, and also did an inoculation herself. So felt thematic for a pandemic. And also she took over in a bloodless coup from a clueless man. And so I don't know. I feel like it fits with the theme of 2020 and also allows me to wear historical costuming. And, oh, well, Pixie Dust has to go experience sunshine. Wow, you're somewhere that still has sunshine? Like, our sunshine is going to be gone very soon. But thank you. This is the costume. There is a lot in this. Her big dumb husband in that show is just perfect. Yeah, it's wildly historically inaccurate. Like, The Great is not trying to stay consistent with history. It's not even like The Crown that, like, The Crown is a dramatization, obviously, of, like, more recent history, but it's a dramatization, and obviously they fill in a lot of gaps and shift things around a little bit. But The Great, like, doesn't even, like, get timelines correct. Her husband in real life never consummated the marriage in, like, 13 years. She's also trying to pull off the coup in, like, 6 months. And now, like, Elizabeth the Great is now just, like, a batty aunt. But I will say I appreciate that it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And mostly the costuming is pretty accurate. So that part I like. Joe says, I finally made it. Okay, Joe, this is an important question for you. What time is it in Western Australia? Because I Googled to find out on this specific day if it was going to be 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. in Western Australia, and now okay. All right, it's 8:08. Well, I went out of my way to try to see if it was the right time zone, and apparently I was wrong. So, clearly I should not have used the time zone converter that I used, because I used one with this specific day. Dora now is a bat, and she should probably just take over the whole screen. She's, like, her costume is excellent. Dora is a bat. It snowed on Friday? Oh my gosh. Yes, this is much more important than me. I was gonna be on time, but I had trouble making toast this morning. We are in such different realities. It's not toast o'clock here. We don't have daylight savings time, which makes things worse with time zone conversion. See, here's the thing. If everybody else would just get rid of daylight savings time because it's a dumb concept, then it wouldn't be any harder. Here is the kitten. She's really cute. Local cop would not even consent to a candy cane collar. Wow. Local cop is, apparently... so Dora will not take anything that involves stuff on her head. If you put it on her head, she might do backflips in protest, like actual backflips. However, she just has slight cat-induced sideway disorder when you put the wings on her. She'll, like, walk around, but she'll act like a very large gorilla is sitting on her back. So, or she's, like, backpacking up the Pyrenees, even though it weighs nothing. She just likes to act like it's oppressing her. Oh, Dora's getting her makeup done. Um, Poor Dora, I know, it's terrible. She got to go to the vet today, which, like, I don't think she likes what they do to them, but she loves getting a lot of people to pay attention to her. So, she clearly is very happy. My cat took his head costume off right away, but walked around for 20 minutes with a dog toy draped across his back. Well, the thing is that he made that choice. If we force it upon them, then it's terrible. But if they choose to do it, then it's fine. It's, you know, it's all about free will for cats. Dogs just want you to be happy, and cats just want to be in control of everything. I don't think she's a fan of the camera lights being in her face, but, you know. So what else is happening? I was going to talk about zombie debt. Should I actually do ghost stories? Are people in the mood for actual ghost stories? Because I can try to make zombie debt a ghost story. I can try to spin it that way if we want. I mostly just wanted to have a chill Halloween hangout where I got to do fun decorations and wear a costume and eat this pumpkin pie donut. And, yeah, I don't really care otherwise. I think the zombie debt is far less spooky than, you know, student loan debt, which can't be zombie debt because they can collect on it anytime they want. So zombie debt is when... Lily, do you know the times for your November 3rd distraction live stream? So we're considering not doing it because we haven't really advertised it other than me mentioning it. So now I'm sort of questioning if we should even do it. And nobody has told me that they care strongly about it. So we're not sure we should do it. It's very weird for me to not have something to do on election night, like to not be like running something. So, if people feel strongly about doing an election night live stream, let me know, and then we might do it. It might be like eating nachos on the couch. It might be more like a party, like a very lazy party than a normal live stream. But if you do want the distraction, let us know. So, do we want the haunted version of zombie debt? Or do we want the I just tell you what it is and then we move on? Clearly I wasn't super prepared to tell it I wasn't very prepared to tell this as a ghost story despite advertising it as a ghost story. We're doing great out here. Hey, we're all alive the week before the election, and that's all that really matters. Okay, I have to tell the haunted version, apparently. A lazy party where everyone is very anxious. Latitude said that's all the parties I attend. It's just gonna be a weird election night. It's gonna be a weird election night. You're dressed in something ridiculous, so I'm calling today a win. Thank you very much. I could try to show off my Russian, although she was originally Prussian, and so she spoke Russian with a Prussian accent, which I feel like I don't have that enough levels of abstraction. So she definitely spoke German, but I think she also must have spoke French because she read a lot of Voltaire and also went to the court. So, I don't really know what her accent would be in Russian. And also, I really don't know that many words in Russian, so I mostly know figure skating words in Russian, so that's the real challenge. I walked around my neighborhood in this outfit, by the way, to get pictures for Instagram. And it was an interesting experience. There are a lot of people waiting for donuts. Sorry this live stream is so scattered today. It's more scattered than normal, I feel like. Should we just eat a donut? Just eat a donut and look at the cat, and then we just move on from here. You know, the problem is that I've learned that every time I ask, should we eat a donut, everybody will say yes. We've deleted the economy. Yeah, this is really actually just a Halloween party with no structure whatsoever, so this is very, like, there's a lot of goop on the sides. So I've already had this one. It's great. It is a pumpkin pie donut. Because we have a donut light, I guess I should show it off appropriately. This is actually just turned into a mukbang. Halloween mukbang. I will say, it's super messy. It's probably the worst thing to wear a really fancy dress while eating. It is... The inside of the donut, it doesn't taste like pumpkin, really. It just tastes like good, delicious donut. But the pumpkin pie part is in the middle. I'm trying to get to it.
Now I'm gonna get donut facts. Show the donut first.
I can't. So yeah, it's like pumpkin in the middle. It's so good. Apparently a donut tax needs to be had, but I can't, like, just peel off a piece. Yeah, this is the best donut. I'm waiting for Budgetober to be Budgetober so I can buy a NaNoWriMo hoodie. There are so many words in that sentence that will make no sense if you don't have the right context. Should I, like, just eat all of this donut, or should I, like, wait and force myself to talk about the economy first? Maybe I'll just eat it all. You've only had pumpkin pie once. I think pumpkin pie is the best pie. I think it is, because it's not aggressively sweet. I think that's why I like it. I actually prefer pumpkin cheesecake, though. We don't do pie as the same as the US. Just meaning you don't do a lot of pie, or do you do something different and call it pie? Philly tea has never had a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie is fabulous. We do a lot of meat pies. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's a thing. We don't do a lot of pies. Hot climate, maybe. Well, but here's the thing, is that, like, pies, I would say, are they're pretty much like a standard southern U.S. cuisine, which is obviously very hot. They're like a standard U.S. thing. I think what's nice about pie is that, unlike cake, it can kind of be eaten at any temperature. I think that's one of the advantages of pie. But, you know, obviously, most of the things that we put in pie, like sweet pies in the U.S., are berries and things that exist in hot climates. So, like, you have to have the things to put them in there. But obviously, pumpkin pie and apple pie are two things where they grow in. Pumpkins grow, I think, in, like, every climate, right? They're squash. There's, like, nowhere other than the desert that they can't grow. Oh, yeah, pecan pies. Pecan pies are they predominantly a southern thing? Also, do we need to get into the pecan versus pecan? This is enough to destroy families. Pecans themselves are primarily southern. Do pumpkins grow everywhere? Okay, everybody says pumpkins grow everywhere. Yeah, pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie are both good at not that sweet pies. Yeah, neither of those are particularly sweet pies. I love that you tuned in to, like, learn about finance, and now we're just discussing the different types of pie around the world. Whatever, that's what we really need. Yeah, pecan is what we say where I'm from, but there are parts of my family that do not say that, and it is a thing. Pecan pie was just a thing that Caro made up to sell syrup. There are so many things like that. So there's like a casserole, green bean casserole was like entirely invented by the company that makes the things you put on the top of the green bean casserole. They're like fried onions. Which I learned in a food and American history of food class. However, I really saw that this like was true when I worked in a grocery store, because no one ever asks for fried onions at all, except that there'll be a PR campaign for green bean casserole day, and so people will see it on like the evening news, and then all of a sudden for the next like couple days, maybe week, in the grocery store, everybody will suddenly have to know where the fried onion things go in the store, because there'll just be like little canisters of them, and suddenly every employee learns where those are because people are asking for them constantly. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Does winter squash grow everywhere? That's a good question. Doesn't all squash grow everywhere? Because I'm thinking, like, cantaloupes are technically a squash, right? Oh, I'm not good at this. Do squashes are fruits, technically, right? They grow above the ground, so they're fruits. But then it has something to do with seeds. Oh no, I'm so confused. I was not good at this. This is not my area of expertise. My mother was a master gardener, and she went to school for horticulture, and you'd think and she went to college when I was, like, you know, in middle school, and so you'd think I would have absorbed something about plants, but I really didn't. So, cantaloupes are the same family. Look at that. I was correct about something. What do you get when you cross a cantaloupe with a dog? You get, I don't know, I can only think of horse puns, like cantorlope. A melancholy. Oh. Okay. We are, the squash are all fruits, and they have seeds on the inside. But aren't fruit when it is the seed? My brain hurts. What's a vegetable then? Vegetable has to grow under the ground, right? But no. I know a zucchini is oh, my brain hurts. I'm not good at this. I don't like putting things into, yes, vegetable is a social construct. Is that actually true? I thought vegetable meant that it grows underground. Oh no. They don't exist in biology? Oh no. Yeah, cucumbers are fruits. It's just a tuber. Ugh. So vegetable is a social construct. So is it a social construct based around like their sugar content? Our feelings about them? A potato grows underground and it is not a vegetable. Why is it not a vegetable? Wait, isn't it a vegetable? I thought a potato was a vegetable. Is it a fruit? What is it? Ah! This is just welcome to Halloween night, the live stream where you just see me slowly descend into chaos as I try to type out what different plants are. Should we look at some cute puppers? Yeah. Spooky. Vegetables aren't real. I like that. That's the new theme of the live stream. Lillian just learns what isn't really real. It's a starch. Fruits develop from the flower. Oh. So a cucumber is the flower of the cucumber plant, but then it's also fruit. What? There's so many people trying to actually explain this to me, and I feel like I'm actually just getting more confused here. Vegetables are the vegetative non-fruit parts of a plant, like leaves, stems, and roots. Okay, so does that mean that when I eat things that are not part of the fruit, then it is a vegetable? Are we learning it's not actually a social construct? I feel like the way things have been going, at any moment we're gonna learn that like vegetables were invented to keep the working class down or something. Or were like invented by corporations to like sell you more potatoes or something. I mean, that seems really realistic. Can we look at cute animals? I asked people to submit their... Oh my god, the cat is getting really cute. Settling into the box. God, I super don't know how potatoes work. So the potato is a root and thus a vegetable. It is the root. That's why like when you if you put a potato and then like the eyes that grow out of it, they turn into more potato plants, I think. Oh no. I used to work at a farm. I've worked in multiple farms. I don't know what I'm doing. So my first AmeriCorps assignment, I worked at a food bank like farm, like very small scale like garden farm, and I'm just not a very good gardener. I don't really understand. New live stream topic. Lillian explains how plants. I don't think I'm explaining how plants. I think people are saying things and I'm believing whatever anybody says as truth and repeating it. Yeah, I'm clearly not qualified for this. I can talk to you about seed saving collectives in India. That's where I worked when I was in India, but that's all I can tell you. I could also tell you what plants to plant in a Goan coastal climate in order to manage the wastewater from an industrial laundry facility, but I can't tell you anything else useful. New live stream topic. Attendees lied to Lillian about plants. You could tell me anything. I would probably believe it. Is a potato fruit a real thing? Alyssa said, don't eat a potato fruit, but I have no idea what a potato fruit is. Was this the live stream you all came for? I don't feel like anybody showed up and they were like, instead of learning about financial topics, Lillian's just gonna sit in a silly dress in a spooky backdrop and talk about things that may or may not be true about plants. Oh, good. I'm glad this is the live stream that folks are coming from. What is a potato fruit? Someone please tell me. This is cheering me up, so it is exactly what I came for. I'm trying to imagine being in the mindset of it being 8 a.m. and this is what you're getting in the morning. And you are, I don't know, a stronger woman than me, so apparently they're toxic. What do they look like? Please describe them to me in text because I cannot Google them right now. Beatty or Beat, I don't know how to pronounce her name, said this is exactly what they expected. I'm sorry? I hope your expectations for my live streams are higher, but if this is what you expect, I'm glad that you got what you came for. Maybe I'm getting good at lowering expectations. Are we about to have potato fruit on the screen? Is zombie debt a vegetable? Okay, I'm gonna at least tell you all what zombie debt is just so I feel like I've had some financial topic come up. So long ago, in a haunted house, you took out some sort of debt. And years and years passed, and you didn't pay off this debt, and nobody could find a record of it anywhere. It didn't appear on the credit report anymore. It disappeared without a trace. And then one dark and spooky night, you were sitting in your house and there was a phone call. And phone call came out of nowhere. And you picked up the phone and you answered it. And it was a dude who was from upstate New York, it sounded like. Buffalo, perhaps. And he said, I need you to pay for this gym bill that you abandoned your contract in 1999. You said, no, I don't want to pay for that contract. I tried to get out of it, but I couldn't because they just didn't agree with it. And I couldn't get out of it, so I just ran away from that town and created a new identity and escaped that debt. And this person on the phone says, well, I'll cut you a deal. You know, you owe $300, but if you give me $100 right now, I'll just erase it and get rid of it. But you know that you couldn't find a trace anywhere. There was no evidence on your credit report. And you also knew that the statute of limitations had run out to claim this debt. And it turns out that this debt is a zombie debt. And a zombie debt is particularly less scary than it sounds as a zombie debt, because while someone can try to contact you and they might own the debt legally and the debt never goes away, it never quite dies, however, it is truly undead because they cannot collect on it. So this zombie debt, this man from upstate New York who tries to tell you that you need to pay off this debt for this gym you never really liked anyway and that you signed a contract for in 1999 when you were too young to realize what you were getting into. Well, this man cannot collect on this debt legally in the courts anymore because the statute of limitations has run out. And the statute of limitations is 6 years, or in some states even less, and they can't actually go through the courts to collect on you. So what you tell this man on the phone is, I don't want to pay that debt, and I need you to stop contacting me. And then you write a letter saying you must cease contacting me because this man, he can keep ringing your phone. He can keep calling your phone to try to collect on the debt. However, if you send a letter saying that you want them to cease communication, that letter means they cannot call you anymore. And this debt never really goes away. It's still a zombie debt. It's still attached to your name. Someone out there still owns it. However, even if you pay it off, it will never appear on your credit report again. It's evaporated. So, the only reason you would pay it off is to clear your conscience. That's it. That's the zombie debt story. I should have maybe prepared a little bit more. So what's particularly spooky, what's really spooky, is that there is a statute of limitations on debt collections for things that have been charged off. And they do fall off your credit report after 7 years. However, guess what the exception to that is? Student loans. In the United States, your student loans, they never die. They just keep existing. You can't even make them go away with bankruptcy. They just stay there forever. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's the end of the story. Oh, there we go. We did something financial. Lat said, oh no. I'm assuming that's about the student loans. Yes, student loans. They never die. Unless maybe if we had elected Bernie as president. Too bad. A teapot is gorgeous. Thanks. It's really very hard to clean. I do not recommend a glass teapot if you would like it to look extremely clear and clean. But the good news is that in spooky lighting, you can't tell. Very tired bat kitten. I feel like this is not really showing off her outfit very well. Should I bring her over? Is she gonna hate that? Oh, she's napping now. Look at this little bat. Is she not cute? She is so cute. What do you think? She's not a cat. She is a bat. I clean my glass teapot with rice? What? Explain. I need to understand that I don't feel like rice would clean a teapot, and now I need to understand. Yes, full proof. She is the picture of wounded dignity. Correct. She was really enjoying the attention, though, earlier. Oh, are we curling up on my lap? Well then. I have a little bat kitten on my lap. Oh, God. I have to hold her. Rice is a fruit? Ah, I don't actually know if that's true. I clean our kettle with vinegar, and I would also use it to wash our glass teapot, but rice is a new idea. We really need an explanation, but I also don't know. You could be lying, Denise. You really could be lying about this. Please don't eat this. She's like, oh, it's shiny. Quinoa is a fruit. Dora is a fruit bat. I looked up what kind of bat she would be most like based on her coloring. Just dump rice in the dishwater. I feel like because the theme of this stream is just lying to Lillian, I have no idea if people are... I don't... How... Do you make the rice first? This is the first question. Do you make the rice? And then you put the rice in? How does that clean things? That isn't... I don't feel like that would clean things. I have to continue to hold her up, so this hand is now... she will fall off my lap if... She's really cute, though. Look how cute she is. Such a good lap bat. Yes. Dry rice in the glass pot or tall vase. It's true, I didn't need two hands. Because what am I doing? I'm just having an existential crisis about the definition of vegetables. Hi. Do you actually prefer this to whatever we were doing before? You are so cute. She's so cute. Add a little water and dish soap or vinegar and dish soap and then shake it all about. I'm not positive that's true. I still don't believe it. Oh yes, we're going to show you cute animals. Are we ready for cute animals?
Sure.
Not the one on my lap?
Oh, that's not an animal.
That's not an animal. The relationship between cottage cheese and milk is the same as between ice water and water. Ice water is just chunky water. Oof. This is a very cute pupper, and this pupper is dressed as the sun. And cheered everyone up. Next pupper is... Oh, not a pupper. Maybe a pupper, I don't know. This is a kitten who is not sure what. What is this kitten exactly? Oh my god, I just came in too late, but doggo. How to Train Your Dragon, apparently. Toothless. Everybody knows what this cat is. I just know this cat seems very miserable. And this is Spider Dog. Do you have a picture of Dora in her bat costume, or has everybody seen enough of that? My hand is getting really tired of holding up this 8-pound cat on my lap. Clearly everybody knows what Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon is. Oh, yes, Claire, you came in late, but Dora is on my lap in a bat costume, but also on my lap right now, and I am holding her up. We can switch to her on my lap if people want the live cat view. Oh, are we getting up? Hey, look at the camera. Oh, now using my arm. I feel like she's gonna fall off my arm, but... Is shredded cheese just the same thing as shaved ice then? Oh, no. Yeah, I have lost my arm. Also, my hand is, like, really bearing a fair amount of weight right now. Maybe I need to get a bigger chair for live streams just for the purposes of being able to support the cat better. Well, we had our spooky financial story. We had our cat photos. We ate the donut at, like, minute 15 instead of minute 45. What are people doing for Halloween other than attending this very strange live stream? Or what are you doing this week? Hopefully, if you're in the US and you haven't voted yet, you will vote. Claire says, dang, I missed the donut. The donut was good. I ate it all very quickly. It was the pumpkin pie donut, so you've already seen the review of it. I'm having to hold her up by, like, having my feet like I'm wearing high heels. It's just a lot going on to support this cat. Maybe if I, like, move back a little bit. This isn't gonna work for very long. Are you thinking about a footstool?
Yeah.
I'm about to get a footstool so I can support this cat better.
This is too tall.
I was thinking put it so I can put my feet on it. There we go. Latitude is a poll worker and also have a big midterm on Monday, and then you can relax on Wednesday. Yes, we'll all be so relaxed on Wednesday. I took Wednesday off of work because my boss asked us to not, like, check any social media while we're working at all. Like, don't follow news. Essentially just asked us to be on media, even, like, text chain blackout while we're working. And I kind of thought, I think I can do it on Tuesday and Monday, but I don't feel like I'm going to be able to do it on Wednesday because we're not going to know any results, I know, on Wednesday, most likely. But I just kind of wanted a little bit of a break. I'm watching New Pup meet a Great Dane puppy tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Are Great Dane puppies like... Because Great Danes have almost all their height in their legs, right? So are the puppies just like weird, tiny, like giraffes? Or do the, like, the legs come later? I would like to know what the proportions of a Great Dane puppy are. Also, is it a real puppy, or are you like me and you just call all puppies puppies even when they're not puppy aged anymore? We took our toddler trick-or-treating around the block. Oh, he got a bag of candy from one house and ate most of it. He was very pleased. My husband also put baggies of candies out for trick-or-treaters. We saw 2 watermelon slices when we were outside that were probably at tallest 2.5 feet tall, so like shorter than a meter. They were very cute. They were like you know, they were very cute little watermelon slices. They were completely like covered all the way head to toe. It was adorable. Oh, he was wearing a big black cloak and being all large and silent, and he scared some of them, apparently. I was very proud. Nice. Emily, that's brilliant. Ordering a cake to be delivered to yourself on election day? I think that's pretty good. Oh. All right. Just lost a cat. I'm kind of glad. It was turning into a lot of work to keep that cat on my lap. You're just letting her continue to wear the bat wings. Ooh, he was extra scary. To be clear, the people he scared were teenagers, not little kids. Yes, she is a bat, obviously. She is not a cat. Tiny fruit bat. Oh, well now she's just sideways and cute on the floor. The puppy looks very gangly. They do tend to grow height and length before they fill out. But ideally, you feed them food designed to make their bone growth nice and even. Wow. It's very complicated. I think we're having another cat cam set up. It's a 9-week-old puppy. That's so tiny. 17 pounds a couple weeks ago. I had a cat that was 17 pounds. It was a very big cat. He was at one point like 22 pounds, but he lost some weight. A pound per day is a lot of pounds. All right. I think this is the end of the live stream. I have no idea what time it is. All of the times have been taken away from me. I feel like we put in 50 minutes. Thank you for joining for whatever this live stream was. What we have learned today is that zombie debt is not a real threat, that nobody has any idea what a vegetable is, and if they do, they're making it up, as far as I can tell. And everything is a fruit. We're pretty sure that everything. And Lily doesn't understand plants. That's what we really learned. And the pumpkin pie donut is delicious, and Dora is a bat. That's pretty much it. Joe is trying to gain weight quickly, and I am certainly not managing a pound a day. I feel like humans should probably not do a pound a day when they're full grown. That seems like a lot. But clearly, if you just had some Great Dane food, you would be fine. All right. Well, everyone take care of yourself this week. Oh, yes, it is the last day of Budgetober, so if you're waiting to spend money for Budgetober to be over, go ahead. We are not doing a budget challenge on the forums next month. Last year we did No Stress November after Budgetober. But I feel like No Stress November is just not accurate for anyone in like the whole world this November. But especially for Americans. So I think that maybe it's not very... I just feel like No Stress November is just not going to work out. There's no way to make it no stress. So, plenty of people apparently are going to be doing NaNoWriMo, so enjoy your self-imposed deadlines every day for NaNoWriMo. That sounds great. And the rest of us will all just try to freak out. And I hope you all take care of yourselves this week, and I haven't decided about an election night live stream. I spoke with a great deal of confidence that we were going to do it, and now I kind of don't know. But if you really want it, let me know on the Oh My Dollar forums or whatever other method you want. If you would like it, I think I will do it. If if people are just gonna maybe attend if it's happening, then I don't know if we're that compelled to do it. Enjoy your NaNoWriMo. I don't know why people are like in school and also doing NaNoWriMo. That sounds bananas to me, but I hope you have fun. It does seem like a really good thing to do to distract yourself during the November we're all about to have. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to write a bunch of words. So that sounds great. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your Saturday night or your Sunday morning. Enjoy yourself. Don't get chased by any zombie debts. And stay hydrated. Wear a mask. I will see you all next month. Yes, next month, as Latitude pointed out. So, go do your final Budgetober check-ins if you haven't done them, if you're participating. All right, have a good night, y'all. Bye.